In the comment section. So welcome to day 3. My first question to everybody is, how have you been finding the challenge so far? We're halfway through. We have today and tomorrow together. So how are you finding the challenge? In the comment section. So it's been an eye-opening, great new perspective. I have a thumbs up. Looking forward to learning. I say it's good knowledge. Okay, so how have you been finding the challenge is my question. Who's ready to go conquer the teachings? Who's also been learning and applying the training materials that we've covered halfway? So today is midpoint. We're halfway through. So we have today and tomorrow together. And tomorrow I'm doing a bonus training. And I'll announce that at the end of the training today of the bonus training that I'm doing tomorrow, which I wasn't planning to do. And then I realized there's a missing piece that I want to tie everything together that's going to help you even more. So tell me what you've learned. Tell me in the comment section. Are you feeling empowered to go land those high-paying salary jobs? How are you feeling? How has the training been helping you so far? Okay, someone said they missed the day 2 training yesterday. If you missed the training, we did, there was an email that was sent out for the day 2 replay with the workbook. Check your email, check your spam. If you Google, then make sure you check the promotion section of the email. And if you still don't see it, then feel free to email. And then somebody on the team will send the workbooks. Yeah. So if you haven't received any workbook, if you're missing something from the last 2 days, the replays of the workbook, please tell me. Email me and let me know. But first step is to make sure you check your emails, check your spam, check your promotion folder box as well to make sure that it's not there, because after each session we've been sending them out. Yesterday was a complete mindset shift. I feel so empowered and informed, especially in how to negotiate salaries. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Let's go to better beginnings. It's great to understand your value add. Yay. There, Musty, there was a workbook attached. There was just how you clicked on the link to play the replay. There was a click on the word download now, and you should be able to download it. If you still have trouble, feel free to send that out to. I left at 12:20. I didn't get an email back. Didn't get an email back. Check again if you didn't receive the emails, guys. Make sure you check them. Check your spam, check your folders. And if you still didn't get it, then let me know. So the first question I have for everybody is, how are you been finding the training so far? Yesterday was 100% put things into perspective. Great. Okay, so everything that we've learned in the last, you got it now. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, if you're not getting something, new ways to look at things, yes. If you're not getting anything, feel free to email. Somebody on the team will send it to you guys. I was going to drop you, I just realized there's something, I was going to give you the workbook for today, and I just realized I missed something. So I'm going to add that and then send it over. Formative, enlightening, more empowering, new ways. Okay. So thank you for the feedback. Let me know. And please, if you have any more feedback, feel free to, send those over in the emails. But I appreciate you guys being here today. Today's day 3, guys. We're halfway through. We have one more session. And I wanted to let you know that tomorrow I'm doing a bonus training. So there will be one more additional training I'm adding tomorrow that will probably sum everything up nicely, and we'll get it going as well. So, and then I know a few people have emailed me. A lot of people emailed me asking for the program details, and they want to join the program. So many of you have been emailing me about that. I'm going to share that today as well. Okay, so let's begin. Who's excited for day 3? Because today's all about, tell me in the comment section if you're excited for today. Like, make some noise. Like, I want to see every single person commenting saying they're excited. Get excited because today's all about how you land those interviews, those meetings. Excited, excited, excited. Yes. So drop those comments and let's get this party going. So only 2 people are excited for today. Excited, excited, super pumped. So show your emotions. Who is excited for today? Oh, just make sure you are muted, guys, because this is being streamed live. Okay, excited, excited, excited. Everybody's excited. Okay, let's get this party going. Excited, excited. Okay, so today's all about, let me share this. Okay. Okay, so welcome. Again, I would love to take a moment to just celebrate you for being here because it, it takes motivation and it takes courage to show up for something you've signed up for. Yes, it's free, so it's really easy to just not show up, right? And trust me, I have over 300 people that registered for the training, and you can see how many people have been showing up. So it's really, really, give yourself a pat on the back, celebrate that you showed up. You showed up for you because that's the most powerful thing we can do for ourselves. This is self-love. What you've been doing the last 2 days and today, this is self-love. A lot of people talk about self-love and they talk about massage, they talk about taking care of you, and going for nails and medis and petties and meditation. But a lot of times self-love is just showing up for you, putting yourself first. That is self-love. So, you know, clap for yourself. I want to clap for you. I want to celebrate you because you have been showing up and you have been loving yourself. Because it takes, in today's world, the world we live in today, it takes a lot of courage, a lot of power, a lot of in us to love ourselves. So you've been doing that. So feel proud of yourself. Put a heart emoji. Really put a heart emoji. I want to see everybody's reactions. Put a heart emoji for you because you've been showing up for you. Okay. So this is a time for you to celebrate you. Okay. So what we've covered so far, we did day 1 was identifying your expertise. You had a workbook to go with it and homework that was signed. Day 2, yesterday, was define your dollar value and shift your mindset. There was a workbook that went with that as well. And an exercise for you to help you identify what dollar value you should be charging. So hope everybody did their homework. Now, a little bit of an intro. If you don't already know me, my name is Gurpreet Kaur. I'm a career growth expert who helps career professionals just like you become top paid professionals in their field working for top companies. I have 20 years experience working in HR, recruiting and hiring in all facets of HR. In the last 20 years, I've worked from small, mid to large organizations, and I have built tons of recruitment processes. I've implemented even ATS, various different types of ATS across the board, worked with executives and C-levels as well. I'm a career and job search coach. I like to call myself career growth coach versus calling a career coach because what I'm actually doing is helping people grow and find that next level, take that leap, find the next level role. in their careers, as well as get paid top dollars for this skill sets. I've been an entrepreneur since 2028. I've been named many times. I've been named top voice on LinkedIn for job searching, interviews, and resumes on LinkedIn. I've been named top 15 LinkedIn expert last year for 2023. I've won a lot of awards as well, as you can see. And I have been nominated for Global Indians for I've won an award. I've also been featured in CBC News, the Globe and Mail, Wall Street Journal, Voice of America, which is a radio show. I was on it for 6 months. Various different podcasts. I've been to institutes like University of Toronto, George Brown. I've been even called out to different professional associations across the world for doing guest lectures, trainings, just like the one I'm doing today. And I've won a lot of awards as well. So yesterday I won an award for Most Empowering Women Leaders of 2024 in USA. Okay, so today we're going to jump right into third step. So third step in the process of landing the next level role you're looking for is the market research and go-to-market strategy. So today that's what we're going to cover. So once you're clear on once you're clear on what you're an expert in, what's your zone of genius, what's that talent, the value you bring to the table, it's time to put it to use, right? You have to position yourself as an expert that solves X problems in order to land high-paying salary roles, right? And then we can develop a strategic plan that launches you into the market. So call it go-to-market. Go-to-market means you're ready to now kickstart your job search and start landing those interviews for high-paying salary roles and convert them into job offers. Now, I want to start off a quote today. I thought this is a really fitting quote. Solve rich people's problems, they pay better. This is so true. And I also, another quote that I should have shared yesterday was, richness is in the niches. A lot of times we have so much fear to claim what we're an expert in or niche down simply just because, oh my God, I'm going to get overlooked. If I only focus on one thing, I'm going to get rejected if I say I only want to do one thing, or I'm an expert in this, right? So there's a lot of emotions that go over through this. But the richness, you want to make more money, get paid more, you want to be top paid professional in your career, then you have to start thinking about niching down. But in order to get paid more, you have to start thinking about solving. In this quote says solving rich people's problems, but what you want to do is solve rich companies' problems. So who's rich? The companies who are making billions of dollars in profits. Now, profits means revenue minus expenses. Profits is what's going into the company's bank and it's sitting there. For example, Meta made $23 billion in profits last year. Even though they laid off 21,000 employees, they still made $23 billion. And this is where I wanted to help you shift your mindset is, if you're not making more money in your career, I think the problem is that you're approaching and going after the wrong companies. Okay, so solve rich people's problems and you're going to make more money, just like my student, my client here, Nena did. So meet Nena. Nena was struggling in her career with low-paid salary jobs. One of the hurdles she faced was because she was a new immigrant to Canada. So what happened was, kept hearing you don't have Canadian experience. I know there was somebody yesterday talked about this as well. Do I decrease my value? How do I show my value because I didn't work here in Canada? So meet Nena. She was in the same boat. She was struggling. She was actually got hired in a role for 50K. Okay. Though she was highly educated, highly skilled, she has all the right credentials. She has an MBA, CSA, CSM, and a PMP. but couldn't land high-paying salary jobs. She joined my program. In matter of few days being in the program, I helped her land a role for $75 an hour. That's 6 figures, guys. She pretty much doubled her salary in a matter of days. And from that moment on, she's gone on to, so she joined the program in 2022. Then from there, as she graduated, she landed high-paying salary job. From there, which was actually a consulting company that was working on a project for a government. So that was $75 an hour. Now, because she got that exposure working for a project with the government, helped her transition and land a role with Deloitte. Now increasing her salary even more and being in a high-paid role. In 2024, this year, she landed a role with Accenture. Now, if you don't know how much Deloitte and Accenture are making, they're making billions of dollars in profits. So my client here has landed roles with Deloitte and Accenture. Now, right now, she's working with Accenture simply by niching down. She said one of the biggest thing I've helped her do was she was positioning herself as someone who can do everything. I can do this, I can do this, and I can do this. But majority of the time, she didn't enjoy doing all the work. She didn't want to do everything. What she was good in was project. What she was good was Scrum Master. She only wanted to do the strategic work. But due to fear of being rejected, she just kept saying, I can do everything. And one of the things I helped her empower was, no, if you want to make more money, claim your expertise, own it, and go after that. And she started to do that, and boom, quickly things shifted for her, and quickly she landed high-paying salary roles. And she confidently goes in interviews saying, I'm not going to do this. I'm only going to do this. Confidence. And she's landing roles with top companies. You see, Deloitte and Accenture are one of the big four consulting companies, and they're making billions of dollars in profits. So the first step you have to do is, I want to talk about, I've broken down employers into 3 categories. So there are 3 types of employers. The highest top rank employers are companies that are making billions of dollars in profits. They actually pay top dollars. Now, here's the thing. They want the best of the best talent, and they're willing to pay the best. They roll out the red carpet the minute they hire you. They're going to roll that red carpet. Not only that, they're going to pay you top dollars for your skill sets. They're going to pay all your medical insurance, health, dental, massage, you name it. You're getting the VIP treatment. I love, these are top tier employers. They treat their employees like VIPs. They also spend so much money developing you. So guess what? You don't have to spend any money out of pocket to develop yourself because they're going to pay for it. They pay for food. I visited Silicon Valley a few years ago at Samsung because I know the VP of HR in Samsung, and he invited me, so I went, and I was blown away by how much food, how they spoil their employees. From food was chefs, top-notch chefs cooking in the cafeteria, free food. They had Starbucks every corner. They had food. They had gym. They had basketball courts, tennis courts. They even do Amazon delivery where the employees can deliver their Amazon packages, dry clean, everything, sleeping bunkers, you name it. Everything is taken care of for you, and you don't even have to pay a penny. And that's what top tier employers do. So that's Google, Facebook, Meta, IBM, you name it. These are companies that are making billions of dollars, but they also take care of their employees. Why? Retention. I work in HR, and I can tell you, one of the biggest strategies companies use to hold on to the people they have, especially these top tier companies, retention strategies. Now, mid-sized companies, mid-tier, sorry, not mid-size, mid-tier. These are employers who are making multi-million dollars in profits, and they only pay the market rate. So they're an average. They have average employee programs. They treat you averagely, fair, okay, basic. And they do provide health benefit, dentals and all that stuff, but it's nothing compared to like a top tier, right? But you're not gonna have gourmet chefs cooking you meals, memberships paid for it, none of that, just day-to-day stuff. Now, bottom tier employers. Now, these are what I call the worst employers to work for. They're toxic employers. Why? Because they want the moon and the star of a candidate, but they're cheap. They want to lowball you. You're going to lowball you. They pay below the market rate. They also have toxic work environments, micromanaging. It's just not a healthy workplace to work at. They probably pay for you. They don't pay for your benefits, or they most likely will do 50-50 payment plan where they'll pay maybe 50. So these are companies that really don't really take care of their employees. Okay. Now, where do you fall right now in the tiers? 1, 2, or 3? Which type of employers have you been working for up till today? So drop it in the chat. 1, 2, or 3. Okay, 2, 3, all 3. Okay, so there are people who worked for all 3. So drop it in the comment section. Where do you fall in the tier? Okay, so the goal here is, yeah, 3, 3. Okay, so there's a mixture of 2 and 3, and there's a couple of people said they've worked on all 3. Okay, now those that worked in all 3, where did you find the most happiness? So those that said they worked for all 3 companies, like Barag, I think it was Tracy, Trisha. Where, like now, okay, so those that only worked for 1 or 2 companies, like 2 or 3, tier 3 now, Bastinja was at 1, have been in 2 as well. Tier 1 is the best. Tier 1 is the best. Mid-tier, I would prefer 1. Top tier are the best. Yeah, top tier are the best, right? So every single person today, make a vow and promise to yourself that you're only going to work with top tier companies. 1, you deserve it. Second, you decide which companies to work for and how you want to get treated. So vow to yourself that as of today, you're only going to work for top tier 1. Yeah, so everyone that's worked at top even 1, they all saying they were the most happiest when they worked for top tier 1. So today, everyone's going to make a promise they're only going to work for top tier 1 company. Top 1, top tier. Okay. And that's what I've been grooming you and conditioning you the last 2 days and today and tomorrow. My goal is to get you in top tier 1. We're not going to settle for anything less. And that's why the challenge is called Stop Settling and Time to Make Bold Moves and Go After What You Really Want. Your happiness, you should never compromise your happiness. Never compromise your happiness, okay? So now let's get in how we get into these top tier 1 companies. First step is we have to do, so the first part of the training today is about market research, okay? So yesterday and today, for day 1 and day 2, I was leading up to this moment. Now that you have identified what you're an expert in, what your zone of genius is, the problems you're a master in solving. Now what we want to do is identify companies, 1, who are top tier 1 companies, and 2, the problems they currently have that you're an expert in solving. Okay, so in your workbooks that I'm going to give today, I'm not giving it right now because I just forgot to add the list of, I've done the legwork for you for step 1, meaning I've already identified top tier 1 companies for you. There's a list of 100 companies broken down to different industries. There are 100 companies that I've compiled together a list that are making billions of dollars in profit, not revenue, profits. Okay, so that's step one. You have to identify the top tier one companies. We can't go and start, selling ourselves short and just aimlessly apply to every job, right? So also make a promise that you're not just going to go apply madness and just sit behind a computer and just click, 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 apply, apply, apply. We're only going to go after tier one companies. So that's the first step. But I've done the step one for you is I already compiled the list. Now what you have to do is take the 100 list that I'm going to give you and look at which companies are for you. You have to identify which companies are for you, meaning their values. Does their values match your values? In order for you to be happy at work, feel the most happiest person alive at work, you have to make sure that your values, company's value, there's a match. Because no one's changing their values. The company's not going to change their values for you. So it's really important to identify your values, the company, match it to the company's values. So your values have to match the company's values, but never sacrifice on your values, your ethics. Okay, so the list I'm going to give you, but now you have to identify which companies are for you. So we're going to do a strategic approach. Step two is once you've identified which companies you really, really want to work for, they're for you, you've read about them, you've done your homework on them, you've identified their mission statements, their value statements. All companies have posted, especially the billion-dollar companies. They have all posted their mission statements, their vision statements, their purpose, their social mission as well. You can read about them. You can read about those on their website to do your homework for step one. Step two, once you've identified which companies you want to work for, now we got to do some research, okay? Now, the research you want to do is we want to find out what current problems they have right now that you can solve. So this is where we have to do a deep dive research. This is information you're not going to find on their company's website at all. So this is where we're going to use our research skills. We're going to use, so we're going to use Google. We're going to use the internet. This is where I'm going to say Google is going to be your best friend in doing research. Now, there's a second step to research that I'll talk about a little bit later. So what you want to look at is you can Google the company name and see what comes up. You can also Google and type in employee reviews to see what employees are saying. You can look at industry insights, economic challenges that are happening in the market. You can listen to podcasts where the companies you've identified that you want to work for. Podcast is huge. Actually, podcast is also one of the best ways to actually collect a lot of information about a company, because a lot of these companies are also guest speakers on podcasts. There's also Reddit forums. Reddit forums are private forums where a lot of people are dishing out a lot of dirt on a lot of companies. So you can actually find out what's happening in the company, what current problems they have, what current challenges they're facing, what are the immediate problems they're facing. You can, if there's a job posting the company's posted, you can find information by reverse engineering the job posting. Each job posting does actually hint at what problems they're currently facing that they want you to solve. So this is where we do have to do deep dive research. Now, you can also use tools like Glassdoor. Glassdoor gives a lot of information where employees are sharing a lot of information. You just have to be really good in reading in between the lines as well. And another tool that you can use is ChatGPT. If you have the paid version of ChatGPT, there is a way to get ChatGPT to do the research as well. So these are the tools you want to use to do research. You do, and trust me when I say this, I do this for myself. I've been doing this work for years. before I even go and meet with anyone, or even I can close a client in 24 hours for my HR consulting. I do these exact steps. I've been teaching these exact steps to my students, my clients who work with me in my coaching program, exact same steps that actually gets them meetings, interviews. Okay, so that's step 2. Now, step 3 is, next step is we want to identify who's the decision maker. Okay, so you don't want to waste your time with recruiters and HR unless you're looking to be a recruiter, unless you're looking to get into HR. Why? Because HR and recruiters are middle people. They are not the decision makers at all. They're just the middle people. So in sales psychology, the first thing we learn is that you got to go to the one who has all of buying decision power. So in this case, it's usually the hiring manager, the senior person in the department, the head of the department, the VP of the department, director, manager. These are the people you want to approach. Okay. So we have to first identify who they are. You can use LinkedIn to find out as well, because if you go to LinkedIn and go to the company page, you can actually easily see who's working there, and then you can filter through and find out who is a director level, who is the VP level, manager level, and you can actually reach out to all 3 of them. The key here is, before you even reach out to them, identify who is the decision maker and then study them. Read the LinkedIn profile thoroughly. See if, follow them on all the social media platforms that they ever have an account. It's amazing how much you can learn about somebody through their digital blueprint, their footprint. So they might be on, everybody's on LinkedIn, but guess what? It doesn't just stop there. They're probably on Instagram. They're probably on Facebook. They're probably on TikTok. They might even have a YouTube channel for all you know. They're also probably been a guest on a podcast or podcasts. Maybe they've even been a guest speaker at a conference. And guess what? All this information is available on the wild, wild web. So we want to use these tools to help us study, because when you can get to know somebody through their digital footprint, sorry, you're going to have much more higher chance of getting their attention because you kind of know them already. So get to know them. And if they're active on like any social media platform, start commenting. So you create awareness about you and be visible to them by engaging with their content. Okay. Next step is, now we're ready to approach them. So it's kind of like dating in today's world. What do? We go on dating apps. I don't know who's single here, but you go on a dating app. You start talking, you look at the person's profile. You'll also probably go look at them on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn to see everything, and you want to qualify them. We want to pre-qualify them. And then we'll start a conversation through the app, texting, and then we kind of like maybe get on the phone call. If you like them, then maybe we'll get and meet and go on a first date, right? So it's the same analogy here. It's the same approach. So now you can do an intro and get a meeting. So you can actually reach out to them and message them. Now, messaging is the key here. Okay. So to help you with the messaging, I've broken this down to make you understand what's really important to these decision makers. We're going to call them hiring managers. A terminology that you're more familiar with is hiring manager. So think of a hiring manager as a buyer. So companies who are hiring, or a manager who's going to hire you on their team, they initially are the buyers, because they're the ones who have to sign off and approve that they can to hire you, right? So, but as a buyer, as a hiring manager, they have needs. So this is based on science and psychology. So here's hiring psychology. If you want to get someone's attention and you want to land interviews and you also want them to hire you, 3 things you have to master. There's 4 things. There's actually 5 things, and I've broken them to 3 only. But if you remember the first class, what did I teach you? The PCSRB formula. And this is where it's going to come to play now. You identify their pain, the problem. How much is it costing them to have the problem? Solution, results, and the benefit. Now, this is what's important to the hiring manager. They have a problem. They need to get it solved. So they need a solution because they're looking to get a desired result. Now, I've only put 3 because I'm showing you hiring psychology, right? What's important to the hiring manager? They have a problem. They need a solution to fix the problem because they're looking for a desired outcome. Now, on you, when you're going to approach them, you're going to use the PCSRB. This is your problem. This is how much it's costing you to have this problem. Here's the solution, the results you're going to get them benefit. Now, when you're going to message them, you're only going to touch on the problem and how much it's costing them to have the problem. Why? Because in the world we live in, people's attention span is less than 5 seconds. So if you want to grab anyone's attention, the world we live in today, you have to make it about them and not about you. What people are doing is when they're messaging people on LinkedIn or recruiters, hiring managers, and so on, you're making it all about you. Meaning, I have this much years experience. I'm looking for this role. I'm ready to move into this role. This is how many years of experience I have. Here's my strengths. Here's my skills. Here's my resume. And that gets you nowhere. Same thing with informational interviews. What are you doing? You're saying, hey, I'm looking to change jobs. I want to interview you. I want to get to know you. I want to, I have questions. How did you get into this role? And how did you progress? And then you hear crickets, meaning no one's messaging you back, right? Or you're asking them for coffee chat, which is another form of informational interviews, right? But then you hear nothing. Why? Because you're too busy making it about you. You're not making it about them. Look how I got you all here. I made it about you, not about me. I'm not even, the first day I'd even talk about me. I'd even tell you my qualifications, nothing. And you know what? Surprisingly, nobody even asked till today. Up to today, nobody on this call, nobody in this training has actually asked my credentials. Something to think about. This is psychology. I'm focusing on your problem. I'm focusing on your pain. I'm focusing the outcome and desires you have. What you want, that better role, better pay, make your life easy, financial freedom. I'm focusing on that, not making it about me. That's psychology. Make sense? So when you take yourself out of the equation, you become the guide, you become their desire. You focus on them and focus on their problem, you will always get their attention. And then we hop on a call. Say, hey, you know what? I've actually solved this problem at X company when I was working at X company. I would love to hop on and walk you through step-by-steps you need to take to solve this problem. What they're going to say, they're going to yes. And this is where you send a calendar link to book a call with you, or you can give them a couple of options and get them to do a meeting. You can get on a call, you can do a Zoom meeting. You don't have to meet people in person to speak with them. Leverage technology, make it easy. Make it super easy. And this is exactly what my client, Harj, did, who was in my coaching program. He was making 150K and he finished, he finished his job. He's looking for a new job, so he's unemployed. No luck, no success. When he reached out to me, he was only looking to increase by 10K to 20K. He said, I'll be lucky if I just even get 150K, but I would like to increase my salary and get 170K. I helped him get 200K. That's 50K more than what he was originally making in just 6 weeks. Just 6 weeks. I know it's unheard of, but My teachings are backed by science of psychology, and it's why people get such fast results in days and weeks, because everything is backed by science psychology. I'm not teaching you anything I made up. It's actually proven systems that work. I leverage, plus I have 20 years studying human behavior. I work in HR. My entire job is to know human behavior. And I can tell you point blank, this is why people who work with me get fast results. After joining the program, he landed a job with CIBC making 200K, but he's a project manager and program manager. When I asked him what he's really good at, he just talks about projects. In the program, we use the PCSRB workbook. And then once he completed it, I reviewed it and I identified what he was an expert in. So I told him, I go, hey, you're actually an expert in reducing project delays and cost overruns by 700K plus. Also, he's managed $1 million projects. So he actually has a proven system. So when I analyzed his PCSRB, I also identified and showed him he actually has a proven 7-figure project management method. And I wrote it down for him so that when he's speaking to companies, when he goes for interviews, he's going to say, hey, listen, I am an expert in reducing project delays and cost overruns by 700K plus with my 7-figure proven project management method. And here's the steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So that's his blueprint. You all have a blueprint too. And that's what the PCSRB is going to help you do. And with my help, I can help you really structure it the way I did it for Harj, is identify what you're an expert in, put it in a simple language that speaks to the hiring manager, and then walk them through your proven blueprint in solving that problem. And hence he got 200K in 6 weeks and increased his salary by 50K. How many people on this call, in this training today would love to do that? Would love to get that bump of 50K in their paychecks? Tell me in the comments. See some people say, absolutely, yes, I will. Now, it all comes down to putting in the work, right? Absolutely, absolutely, yes. Of course, everybody would love to have a 50K. Love to then making it into reality are two different things. Now, my next question is, how many people are committed to making this into their reality? Now, the second part to this question is, how many people are committed to making this their reality? So I'm not asking if you would love to make it, you are actually going to commit to making that. You're going to commit to doing the work that's needed to get that done. So, right, I commit to doing it. I'm committing to making it a reality. I'm committed, because it takes commitment and it takes work to make it happen. We can all desire, and we can all want something, but are we ready to make the commitment needed every single day to make this happen? Because it takes every single day to make this happen. The other commitment is you can't go back to your old habits. You can't go back to your old ways of doing it. You have to incorporate what I taught you. Okay, so I see everybody saying they're committed. Okay. The next step is the go-to market. Now, brand positioning. You have to position yourself as an expert who solves X problem, just like my client Harj did, just like Nina did, just like Danielle. Yesterday I shared Daniela's story, Asif's story, Sam's story, and Parvati, who landed 400K. These guys made a commitment. They made a commitment to themselves. They took action every single day. Yes, they had me as a coach working with them to help them make this happen. So go to market. Now, branding is really important. So go to market means you're ready to launch now. You've done your market research, you've done the analysis, and now we're ready to go target these companies, but we also need to have a strong brand presence. So branding, our personal branding, our branding message, our branding positioning, our branding message. We also have to use 3 tools to do this. We have to write a pain point cover letter. We have to have an interview-worthy resume that converts into interviews. And we need to have a LinkedIn profile that is recruiter magnet. Also, hiring manager magnet, meaning the job opportunities are coming to you. Okay? So who wants to see a 6-figure resume on a LinkedIn profile? Like how it should all look like, your brand positioning, your brand messaging, how it should look like, how that resume needs to look like, how the LinkedIn profile needs to look like. Okay. I do. Okay. Comment on the section. There's 39 people in this call. I want to see all 39 committed to wanting to see this. Okay. Okay, so this resume, I wrote it for my client to help my client put this resume together. Now, I want to explain something. There's science behind this resume. I leverage science, psychology. I leverage buying psychology, as well as I leverage copywriting. Now, the way the resume is formatted, is the first thing someone looks at their resume, for example, let's say recruiter or hiring manager, what they first do is a scan. They skim through your resume. So within less than 30 seconds, they kind of know if they want to read your resume or reject you and move on to the next candidate. So what's really important is that we design your resume to be first scannable, easy to scan, right? So there's psychology behind that. And I learned this through various different trainings that I've invested in learning is psychology. And what we want to do here is, if you take a look, we've claimed the expertise, then we wrote a bold power statement that grabs attention. So you have less than 5 seconds to grab reader's attention. So we have that bold statement going. Then we have the value proposition statement. Again, you see some things are bolded, some things are not. They're put into some paragraph. There are short sentences. Then we have a skills table, which this resume is formatted for ATS friendly purposes. And then we have a career section, which are your success stories. The way we've outlined this is we clearly talk about the company, the month and year we've been in there. So doing the clear timelines, we have a one hook statement that talks about that one big result we got working in that role. We have a paragraph summary that summarizes our responsibilities, what we're doing in that role, and then we focus on success and the results we got by leveraging bullets. So if you look at the first page that I'm showing you, that's entirely scannable. There's science behind how I put this together. I leverage science. Also, I leverage copywriting to write resumes. So there's the art of copywriting involved as well. So that's how the resume, this is what an interview-worthy resume looks like for my clients who work with me. Okay, now this is one of my clients, Sukhvinder. She actually had a 6-year gap in her career because she took time off to raise her children. Now she wants to enter back into the market, and this is how her LinkedIn profile looked like. Okay. Now, with my help, she was working in my program. We redesigned her LinkedIn. So this is the first thing people will see on your LinkedIn. That's going to grab attention to want them to go speak to you. Nobody's going to go read your entire LinkedIn. We do need your entire LinkedIn put together for SEO purposes, but no one's going to read it fully, right? So I use 5sense tool, marketing tool, to put LinkedIn profiles together that not only grabs attention, keeps attention, but also gets people to take steps and call you for interviews. She was blown away by only doing bare minimal. She only made little tweaks to her LinkedIn. She didn't fully do everything I told her to do, but just doing little tweaks. She started having recruiters message her, chasing her for job opportunities for data analysts. Now, she was also changing careers. I had somebody talk about transitioning careers, changing from one industry to another. So here's my client, Sukhvinder, who was a pharmacist, but wants to now get into data analyst with a 6-year gap. I helped her bridge the gap, position her as a healthcare data analyst. So we're leveraging her expertise as a pharmacist, which is healthcare, to then leverage it with data and combine it together. And now she's an expert in healthcare data analyst. And then the power statement here is where she's an expert in transforming complex pharmaceutical data into clear, actionable insights to drive sales growth and improve patient care. Nicely tight. Again, she did the exercise PCSRB for me to be able to help her identify what she's an expert in and then be able to craft this for her. So this is what I can do for you as well, is how many people would love my help to take your PCSRBs and then do what I've been doing for my clients and create your brand positioning, create those power statements, what you're an expert in, who you help, how much money companies are going to make for them. Drop it in the comments if you want my help to help you do this. If you need my help. Okay. And I can help you do this. Okay. So if you need my help, I'm going to invite you to join my coaching program, formerly called the 6-Figure Job Offer. Inside my coaching program is where I'm going to help you. I review all your work. Now, if you remember yesterday, I said that what I'm teaching you today is just the surface level. My teachings are more in depth in my coaching program, backed by science of psychology, and they're much more detailed than what I've been able to cover throughout this challenge. So if you need my help, I want to talk about something really important. The job market looks like this. Okay. Many people are not aware how the job market looks like. 10% of available jobs are with recruitment agencies, recruiters. Recruitment agencies are separate and different from company recruiters. Okay. So these are independent companies who provide services to companies to find the talent they're looking for. A lot of the jobs are also are not posted, by the way. So 10% out of the 10%, 9 out of 10 recruiters are not going to post a position. They're also using LinkedIn to find the candidate, the talent, and approach them directly. 20% of all available jobs are actually posted, advertised. 70% of hiring happens before the job's even posted, known as a hidden job market. I also like to call this pre-job posting. Okay, so this is how market looks like. Now, a quick and dirty way to land interviews fast, what I was covering today is identify the urgent problems and challenges, know their competitors, and solution that you can provide, and then approach. Then you can also I also teach in my coaching program, I go much more in details on know how to do the competitors research using SWOT analysis. I actually give you a template, a deck that's already made to help you with this, to identify the problems, how they stack up with the competition, how much money they're losing. And we create, I call this the pain point pitch deck. We create that helps you stay on track so you know their problems and you're able to talk on it. And you can use that deck to even and communicate when you have that meeting, because that's what consultants do. Consultants don't show up in a meeting or an interview with a potential client without preparation. They have the slides, they have the deck. I actually give you that. I already done it, so I cut the legwork out for you, and we're going to take care of that. Also, first impressions, when you get those meetings, the interviews, first impression matters. How you navigate those conversations, how you answer their questions, how you're able to articulate. The most important thing in the interview is to build trust, show credibility and relatability, and then turn them into your raving fan that wants to hire you. The goal of that's I know you're used to the term called interviews, but what I call them is meeting, because actually what you want to do is turn the interview into a meeting. And that's what this is going to help you do. And especially my pitch deck is we're going to show up like an expert. We're going to navigate like an expert, talk like an expert, and then close this. One of the biggest thing where people fail a lot is closing interviews. I've know so many people that message me, hey, I'm landing interviews, but I'm not landing the offer. And I was like, okay, I know the problem. The problem is you're not a closer. So you got to close it. Now, would you agree with me that the last 3 days, today and the last 2 days, have been well spent time learning everything we've covered thus far on this career breakthrough challenge? Absolutely. I see people saying absolutely, absolutely, 100%. Okay. I have a question for you all. If we parted ways today, there's one more training tomorrow. I'm doing a bonus training tomorrow, and then the rest of it's going to be just Q&A, answering all your questions. But I have a question. If we parted ways today, would you be able to go out on your own and go start landing those 200 and 500K figure job interviews with your newfound job search skills? Someone saying nope. And then all those that said they need my help, let me know. If you need support, how many people actually need support based on what I've taught you and implement a step by step? Okay. Need support, need support. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've been doing this work for 5, 6 years. Actually, I've been doing this work for 20 years. Many people, we all good learners. We can all learn. The problem isn't in the learnings. The problem isn't that we can't learn. That's why you're showing up, right? We can all learn. But the problem that we always face is when we go implement the teachings, right? The teachings, when we're going to go execute it, when we implement it. Because guess what? Each situation is unique, right? Each situation is unique. Something will work, something not, and we have to tweak and pivot. And that's where I can help you. I can help you beyond what I've taught you guys up till today. So I probably know you better than you know yourself, which is true because I have 20 years. I work in HR for 20 years. So I know people way better than I know you way better than you know yourself. You know what's going to happen to many of you? You're going to leave this training and you're going to go back to your old ways, your old habits. Habits are something that's really, 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 really hard to break. I see this happen over and over. I see people coming to my trainings, my free sessions, my free trainings, and then they take the information, but when they go implement something, they're still doing it the old way. They're the way that you're used to doing it. And then they message me, hey, Gurpreet, I'm not getting this result. I'm like, what are you doing? When they show me, it's like, well, that's not what I taught. This is totally opposite from what I've taught. And this happens to 9 out of 10 people. If you go back to your old way, it's not helping you because it's not making you money. You're not landing interviews, definitely not landing top tier company interviews and landing those job offers, right? So making you money, which are not making you money that you deserve. You deserve to make money. You deserve financial freedom. You deserve to get the results like my clients have, who are actually happy, thriving in their career. They're happy in their lives. They never have to worry about money, and they've created financial freedom for themselves. And you can too. That's why I won't let this happen to you. I don't want you to leave and then go out in the wild, wild world, which is filled with noise, which is going to pull us back to our old habits, because it's so easy to keep going back to the old ways, because the internet's also filled with all these bad advices, old ways of doing something. Guess what, guys? We're living in 2024. There's new ways that we have to adapt to land those jobs. But I'm not going to let that happen. You need me in your ear more than just these past 3 days. You agree? Do you agree that you need me more? I know there's tons of people who said they need me more, need more support from me. So I'm here to help you. I'm going to be with you every step of the way until you land that dream job, you land your tier one company, your dream employer, making more money in your field, okay? And land those 200 and 500K job offers in just 90 days or less. That's my track record, by the way. Now, for whatever reason, if you didn't land a job in 90 days, don't worry. I'm still going to work with you until you do, okay? Here's how I can support you in your journey. Is my group program. I run a program. I've been successfully running this since 2019, and this program has helped 400 plus career professionals just like you land in their dream jobs, doubling their salaries as well. Okay, here's what we're going to cover in the program. These are your key deliverables. We're going to do a career diagnostics, which we covered in step one, day one, the class. But with my help, I'm going to be able to review it. So the work you do with the workbook, I'm going to be able to review it. And in my program, I give you more examples of how to do this so you really know how to do it. But I'm going to review this. I'm going to be able to review it and put the dollar amount on you, identify what you're an expert in, and also identify your dollar value, how much money you should be charging. We're going to put the salary dollar on you as well. We're going to build your personal brand positioning strategies as well. That's going to help you build an interview-worthy resume, LinkedIn profile, and cover letter. But I'm going to be doing the fine-tuning of it, the language, the wordings, just like I showed you today and what I've been showing you in the past few days as well. I'm also going to help you craft an interview-worthy resume that's going to convert into interviews. And pain point cover letters. The uniqueness about pain point cover letters is we can use this in multiple ways. We use it in sending an email. We use it in DMs for LinkedIn, sending a message as well. So there's multiple ways I show you how to use the cover letter. And we're going to turn your LinkedIn into a recruiter magnet so that recruiters are messaging you for job opportunities. No more applying to those countless jobs online and spending hours and hours of your time and not even land interviews. Six-figure job search strategies. I have proven strategies, 50 to 20 in my toolbox. That's going to help you quickly land interviews like this, land those meetings and convert them into job offers. Now, we're going to land those. I have tons of strategies going to help you land interviews, but the key is we want to take each of those interviews and convert them into job offers. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, how to approach, how to speak, how to answer those questions, what to say, what questions you need to ask in those interviews so that you can convert them into job offers. I'm going to also build your signature interview look. Presence, your appearance, head to toe does matter, by the way. And I'm going to show you how to close interviews. I've proven closing my 5-pillar framework on closing interviews that convert into high-paid job offers. Now, I'm not going to just stop there. We're going to get those multiple offers. Everybody that works with me gets more than one offer on the table, which is the sweetest spot to be in, so that you can actually have more than one option on the table. And what happens is it gives us bargaining power. I'm going to leverage my proven negotiation strategies, my inside knowledge of working in HR for 20 years. This is where I'm going to help you negotiate. We're not just going to negotiate and just say, hey, I want this. I'm going to help you put a full-on professional document for negotiation that automatically going to get you more money than what the company's offered. Plus, I'm leveraging my 20 years of HR insight knowledge to help you get that. The program also comes with now all the key deliverables. There's step-by-step training videos that you get access to for a lifetime. You also get 12 coaching calls on Zoom, which we do every Tuesday. It is a group coaching program. So there you also get a supported community. One thing that I added extra to this year, which I didn't end up talking about in this on the slide, is you also get unlimited support for 90 days. So not only do you get lifetime access to the program's teachings and materials, there's also templates. You're going to get also 12 live coaching calls, plus 90 days unlimited Voxer support, plus you are with the group, a supported community. The people in this program and also my past students, such amazing human beings. Not only are you going to be in a group of people accomplishing the same goal, but they're going to also uplift you, power you, motivate you. You can lean on each other. No more doing this by yourself. You can have a supported community. Plus, you also get access to my past students who are actually working for top tier companies, and we leverage them as your network as well. So you get to network with them. Now, I typically charge $7,500 for a coaching program, but today I'm offering you at a special price for $5,500, or you can split it over 3 months. And that's supposed to say 3 months of 1,833. And if you want more flexibility, I can take the $5,500 and we can split it over 6, 9, or even 12 months. 12 months works out to be like $458 a month. Okay. Now, this is an investment that's going to help you make more money, just like it's helped my clients do the same. Now, let's make that investment even more amazing. Okay, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to throw more things in for you by offering you some ridiculously valuable bonuses. Now, the first 10 people that sign up today, if you sign up the next 24 hours, the first 10 people that sign up, I'm going to give you one-on-one coaching, 1 call. So I'm throwing in something I never done. That's a bonus of $500. I usually charge $500 to do 1 hour call. So that's my hourly rate. I'm going to give the first 10 people that sign up today are going to also get 1 personalized strategy session with me, one-on-one, just me and you. You're not going to be in a group call, so you can use that anytime you want. I'll give you a link, you book it, you book your session. Okay, so that's one. The next thing I'm throwing in, here's some free bonuses I'm throwing in. You're going to get Insider Player Recruiter's Playbook. It's actually designed, this training is designed by a recruiter with the playbook. This value alone is $5,000. Okay, I'm giving you free bonuses for $90,000. 2, I'm going to give you a strategy how to beat the ATS if you're going to apply to jobs online. I'm going to also give you done for you templates, cutting your work in half, like the LinkedIn banner that I just showed you. I have 20 templates already designed on Canva that you can pick and choose and you manipulate them. AI powered job search training plus chat GPT prompt scripts that are designed by AI experts themselves. Access to the hidden job market where that's worth $5,000. That's a training that you get access to as well. Mock interview sessions, resume reviews, LinkedIn profile reviews, roundtable with recruiters and VP level. You're going to get access to that. And you're going to get access to my connections. I have 30,000 connections on LinkedIn, and I have almost 70K followers. My reach on LinkedIn is phenomenal. I leverage my network to help you land your next role as well. You'll also get access to industry-led leaders as well. Okay, the bad news is not everyone will get these special $5,500 pricing, nor all these exclusive bonuses. Okay, they are reserved for the fast action takers, only those like Jay Boer, Mandy Sharma, Cindy Crawford, and Rohit Singh. So these are people that have already taken this offer yesterday that emailed me. You can take advantage of this. And remember, first 10 people to sign up will also get a 1 hour session with me as well. So this is the price. I'm going to drop the link for you to sign up as well. Now, I have something for you as well. Your investment is twice protected. So money back guarantee for whatever reason, if you don't like the program in the 14 days, you will get your money back. No questions asked. 3 interviews guarantee. Just follow my 6-figure job offer method and land job interviews within 90 days. If you don't, I'll give you your money back. I guarantee that. Also, I do not stop. If you don't land jobs by the 90-day, you stay in the program, no additional price charge. You stay in the program and I will work with you until you do. Okay. And the best way to get to the next level is have someone who's already there reach down, grab you by the hand, and pull you up. Remember, I'm the woman that is number one six-figure job offer expert that's already helped 400 plus career professionals just like you double to triple their salaries. But here's the kicker, that investment that you're making is not just this one time, okay? As I showed you yesterday, one of my clients, Parvati, who made the investment, but every year kept increasing her salary by 30, 35 to then eventually doubling her salary to more than double her salary. Her investment paid off right back, okay? My clients have landed jobs at top tier companies, and that's exactly what you're going to do. Now, who's ready to work with me? What are the payment options? Okay, great question. So do you have any questions? Feel free to tell me. Yes, there are. Okay, so let's go to the payment options. Let me share my screen. So I have multiple payment options, making this super flexible. I have flexible payment options. So the full price, if you pay today, you will get $500 off and you can save. And you can, if you pay up front, you'll get it for $5,000. And I also offer, you can split over 3 months, which is 1,833, meaning you only put down 1,833 today and start the program. And each month, 1,833 will come out. Now, if you need even more flexible payment plans, we can split this payment over 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. 12 months works out to be, I think, I did the math. So if you take 5,500 divided by 12 equals $458. Okay, remember this is only available for the next 48 hours, and then the price goes back up to $7,500, and then you still get the payment plan options as well. But for the next 48 hours, this is at a special rate. You guys are saving $2,000. Yes, there's no taxes on this at all. And here's the checkout link. Those that are ready to sign up, take full advantage. Here's the link to sign up. And I know somebody had a question about the workbook today. I'm going to be emailing you the workbook later because there's something I need to add to the workbook, and then I'll send that over to you. Okay, so anybody has questions? If we want to take advantage of the 5 in investment but wish to pay in installments like you mentioned, how much do we have to put in? Okay, so Oka, okay, so let's say you take the 5,500, you divide it by 12. You only have to put down $458 today. I use a third-party company. I partner with a bank called Elective Bank. They take care of you. There's no pre-approvals needed. They take care of the funding and they will finance it. There's no fees, there's no interest, nothing at all. Now, if you take the 5,500, so all you have to do is take the 5,500 and divide it by the payment plan you want. So if let's say if it's you want to split over 6 months, that's $916. So you can pay up front and save $500, or you can choose the payment plan. So I offer 3 months, and then if you need longer than 3 months, then that's a third-party company. I partner with Elective Bank to help you do that. Okay, is the fee 5,500 inclusive of tax? There's no taxes. It's just $5,500. You'll be able to watch today's session. I'll be able to send the replay links to you, and you'll be able to drop that as well. Okay, any questions about the program, about the teachings I've covered so far today? Tomorrow, guys, I'll be doing a bonus training. I'm gonna teach you 5 types of hiring managers that you need to know and how they communicate and how to communicate to all 5. There's no one way of people. So tomorrow I'm doing a bonus training, 5 types of hiring managers and recruiters and how to land interviews and land job offers with them. Also, I'm going to do Q&A. So if there's any questions throughout, I know some people had great questions yesterday, but that were off were not related to salary. So if you have any questions, so tomorrow I'm doing a bonus, plus I'm doing a bonus training, plus I'm doing Q&A. So tomorrow's session will be a little bit longer because I'll stay back and answer everyone's questions. Okay, so if everybody that's ready to enroll now in the program, here's the link, I've dropped it. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Someone said to drop my Voxer. Now, if you want to speak with me, I dropped my Voxer link. I love doing voice notes, so you can also message me directly on LinkedIn. But Voxer is free, so if you're not connected to me at First Degree on LinkedIn, I don't want you guys using your email. You can just, Voxer is free, and we actually use Voxer in the program as well for unlimited support. So here is my Voxer link. There you go. Also, if you want to hear tons of client success stories, I have videos that you can listen to. We're working on updating these videos. New videos are going to go up, but there are tons of clients that have done video testimonials. Okay, so when's the start date? The minute you join, you start the program. And every Tuesday, I run the coaching calls Tuesday evenings, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time, which is 4 p.m. Pacific time. And we run through, I try to cover all different time zones in that time period. Also, I do stay back. So there's a start time, but there's really no end time. I work through everybody until I help everybody. We do take a break if needed, but those coaching calls are there, plus the Voxer support's there. So in between the coaching calls, so coaching calls happen every Tuesday. So it's a 12-week program. The minute you join, so let's say you join today, you get to actually complete the first week program, the first week videos, the trainings, and complete the work. So you're ready to give me the work on Tuesday. So that gives you ample time to complete the work. And then if you sign up, those that sign up within the next 24 hours, you'll get a personal one-on-one session with me on top of the 12 coaching sessions as well in the group. So everybody who signs up, so I'm only offering this to the first 10 people that sign up today. So in the next 24 hours, those that sign up will get also get a bonus one-on-one session with me. Okay, if you have any questions, you can actually speak to me directly. Feel free to raise your hand so that I can call upon you if anybody has any questions. Any questions about the training? Any questions about the program? I'm here to answer any questions for you. Okay, if there's no questions, then oh, there is something. Okay. Is it within 24 hours? Okay, so the pricing is available for 48 hours. So it'll be available until November 23rd. Yeah, so within 48 hours, so you have 2 days. And then those that enroll within the 24 hours, 10 people will also get additional one-on-one personal coaching with me one session. I'm throwing that as a bonus. Okay. So I'm making it simple, easy. If there's any questions, if there's any hesitations to join the program, I want to say this. I want to pull out this. I want to show you the investment, right? I know when people look at let's have an honest conversation. Does the price scare you? When you look at the $5,500, sorry, 5,500, does that amount scare you? Because I want to show you how much money you will be making. Well, I thank you for all you've done so far, but I really was hoping the program would be more affordable. Okay, so if you're okay, what is more affordable for you? Is $458 affordable? So if you remember yesterday, we talked about mindset on the money. And those that feel that they can afford something, what ends up happening is you're also that's playing on in your reality. As scary as it may seem, like, ask yourself, you know, your time, how many months have you been looking for a new job? How many rejections are you getting? You're still paying. You either paying it with your time trying to figure things out on your own, or you can join the program and pay and then get your money back. And that's why I was sharing my client success stories who have increased their salaries, but they're not just increasing that one time. Like if you take my client by Rithi, for example, she joined the program in 2020. Her investment paid off. The program pays for itself. She landed and increased her salary by 40K. So minus that $5,500, she still increased her salary by 30 something. No, yeah, 30 by 30,000 something, right? And or 29,000 something. Then the following year, so that's 2020. 2021, she increased her salary by another 35K. She didn't apply for a job. She kept up with the teachings, the strategies of the program, and she landed her next role, which was 135. She increased her salary by 35K. 2022, she went from 135K to landing 170K role, increasing her salary by another 30K. 2023, she landed 200K role, increasing her salary by another 30K. This year, so that's 2023, 2024, she made the biggest jump in salary. She more than doubled her salary, went from 200K Canadian to landing 400K US dollars. 4 years, look how much increases she's done. And she only invested 5,500 one time. She keeps using the teachings of the program over and over, and you get lifetime access to the teachings. And that investment pays more than any stocks, pays more than any GIC, more than saving accounts, more than performance reviews. Performance reviews are around the corner. They're going to start happening in January. Max people get is 4%. Nobody gets a 50K big salary increases unless you're switching jobs. So if the amount of money of the program scares you, I want you to deep down analyze, why is this scaring you? What fear is attached to it? Because I'm making it bulletproof that not only are you going to increase your salary, land your job, but let's say even if you don't, I'm still going to work with you and you can stay in the program until you land that job. So I'm making it risk-free for you. But what ends up going to happen for you for life? Take the duration of how many years you've left in your career. But I'm going to tell you, this investment has helped. It's going to help you make more money and become a top paid professional. Because those that said they want to make a big increase, 50K, even 50K increase in their salaries, I can help you do it. Okay, Russia. Oh, my friend Russia's here. Russia, you want to help people through the money block here with those that are saying they can't afford it? It's too much. I thought it was going to be less. Sure. Come on up, Russia. Okay, so Russia, if you were here yesterday, Russia is the mindset coach. Um, she's willing to help you guys with shifting your mindset on and the investment, paying the money and investing in this coaching. Like, I want to ask you a question. How many people really need this coaching, this program? Hi, Russia.
Hello. Hi, Gurpreet. Hello, everyone.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, I just finished my live. I just said I hope I catch her before she's done because I know how awesome you are.
Oh, thank
So
you.
I have known Gurpreet through LinkedIn, and I want to tell you, without even knowing me, and I am not even her client, we just got acquainted. She started promoting my workshop, a master class, and she offered that. I didn't even ask. So I know that genuinely she's a very kind person and she loves helping others. And I believe honestly that this is we rise by helping other people, not just by helping ourselves. So she's a wonderful coach to work with. I'm not just saying honestly this for nothing because I know how much you add from your heart to your work. But I'm going to talk about the part which concerns the money, okay? Because I was in your shoes over 10 years ago. Honestly, I'm very honest with you. Before I started working on myself and investing 17,000 US with my mentor. And that was really scary. Okay. But honestly, if I haven't done the investment that time, I wouldn't have witnessed the transformation that happened to me, career, money, everything. And it helped me transform life of others because I'm a mindset coach. So I help them achieve the impossible. It's a ripple effect. So when we look at money, I always wait which is costing me more. Am I staying stuck where I am, not finding the job, not knowing she has an experience of 20 years and she can help you with writing your resume. And she said you don't even to apply to a job so she can write your help you with reinvent and reboost your LinkedIn profile, which is very important. So people who are looking for people, wonderful people like you who have the talent, but it's just they do not know how to quote unquote sell themselves because it's all about sales, you want to sell yourself in order for others to benefit from your wonderful expertise. Money, guys, is going to be spent anyways. And if I tell you right now, I don't know who of you has kids or who doesn't have kids. If one of your kids, God forbid, she needs an operation or she needs help, you would be borrowing, you would be stealing to do if you don't have the money. And how much have you honestly, I be honest, have you invested in your education? And well, school follows three system R: read, remember, repeat, which is meaning they give you information, you regurgitate it and you repeat it and then you pass, and this is you're done. They did not teach you how to be an entrepreneur, how to write your resume and to attract your ideal clients or your ideal employer. They did not teach you how to handle stress or how to handle your demons of money beliefs. They did not teach you any of that. And you were willing, you invested hundreds of thousands, some of you who have had many years, maybe MBA, whatever, you are in debt and you do not even know how to cover that. And you're thinking about your current bills. I understand when people have fear around money, but it's an energy around this. So if you don't loosen this up, yesterday, I don't know if you were with me and with Gurpreet when she kindly let me pop on. If you put money is hard or money is the root of evil, it's a tool. Just replace the word money with the word a shovel or the word saw, or scissors. Scissors is the root of what evil. I mean, it can feel scary, but I am really, really astonished that and I think it's because of your genuine heart, kind heart, that you have extended the payment even for 12 months and you're not adding interest. You're not even adding interest for them. So this is really generous on her. It shows you how she's a kind, wonderful coach. And I see, I attended, this is my first time to attend live with her, but I follow her, and she's always, she has a good figure and she has a good status, honestly, on LinkedIn. So if you are her client, I'm sure she's gonna promote you. Like I said, she didn't know me and she was promoting for my workshop. So, but this is how you know how people are inside. So maybe you are really scared to spend the money, but the money will be spent anyways. And why would I spend okay, well, if one of your kids, God forbid, nothing is moving except their finger and you don't have the money, you will steal it. I'm not telling you to steal, but why not you? Why not put yourself first? Because you are gonna X your income, you're gonna pay her the money, it's gonna pay off, and you're gonna land a job. And she has as well like a bold as well statement. She's not gonna let you off the hook until you get a job. So what else do you need? So like if you are really needing help with your resumes and like with getting the connection and being with a kind heart like this lady, I know she's gonna keep her word. Like I'm saying she's gonna keep her word. I trust her 100%. So and you have seen the transformation over the 3 days, and you may have felt it. You need the help, don't like for $100 a month or like whatever, like reach out to her. You don't know what she's gonna tell you, but have a conversation and see what's best for you. I'm sure she has options for you, but don't quit this opportunity and don't be scared of money. Money will be spent, ladies and gentlemen, anyways. Vacation is coming, you'll have the family drama without the job, and it will add to your stress. So you have a solution now. So I really,
My
really
solution on
recommend you
money,
100%.
the money is actually, I set intentions for everybody that invest in my program that they get 10 times back what the investment.
They will.
They do, but I also set the intentions. I also provide meditations. There's money meditation.
Yeah.
There's hypnosis session that helps with all those blocks. I have made the program bulletproof that it works for everyone. I've covered every areas, and if there's new areas to be covered, I create that to help people. All I can say is my past clients have nothing but wonderful things to say about the transformation and how it's impact their life. I was just talking to one of my past clients and she's like, I never have to worry about money ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
If you
I
have
never
money.
have to worry about can I afford it. She has two kids, her and her husband, and she's like, her husband is making great money now. She's making exceptionally great money. Together, their incomes, they're like financial living, financial freedom. Never have to worry. And she's so happy because I'm like, oh my God, you look so different. She's like, yeah. She's like, I never have to worry about money. And she goes, all thanks to you. Like the work you're doing is so powerful. It's changing people's lives. We don't even know how much money we can make because we've
Yeah.
been taught to stay in a system that tells us that companies decide, companies' budgets decide. We're taught to go get all these certification and degrees. We spend so much money getting them, but none of those institutes teach us beyond a resume, beyond a basic LinkedIn profile. No one's teaching us how to sell. So
Yeah.
I use sales psychology and teach people how to sell. And it's backed by science. It's why people are making more and more money. Like it seems like it's so too good to be true. Someone said that, and it's like it's not too good to be true. They put the work. They put the work. They unlearned and relearned new. So there's the unlearning and relearning. And once they master the teachings in the program, it's for life. And they keep making more and more money. Yeah, the key word is I'm a guide, guys. So I can't guarantee, I'll be very honest, I'm 100% transparent. I can't guarantee anyone results because your results are not dependent on me. I'm 100% can guarantee you that I'm going to be with you one step, every step of the way. I don't give up on you. I'm not going to let you give up on you. But my teachings are there to help you get the results you want, fast track it, plus the coaching call, plus the unlimited 90-day support through Voxer. There's no way in hell you cannot land a job in 90 days. Some of my clients have done it in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, with my help. There's no way. The only way it would not happen is, yes, there have been incidents where it hasn't happened. One person didn't do the work. Yes, they showed up on the coaching calls, but never had the work done. So I can't do anything if there's no work. You bring the work, I take it to the next level. Sometimes there's a learning curve for people. So I can't put a time estimate on how fast someone's going to unlearn and relearn because there is an unlearning and learning, right?
Mhm.
So like I did the 3 days today, but I can guarantee you a lot of you guys are going to be stuck in the old way of doing it. I've been doing these trainings for years. I do so much free training, but when people leave the training sessions or the calls with me,
They're
they
not
go
gonna
back
do
to doing it.
anything.
They're not doing it. They're just gonna
No.
go back to doing it the old way because that's easy. it's hard to learn something new. It's hard to unlearn and renew, right?
It takes courage. It takes courage to take responsibility for your current financial results and your status. And then to be guided, like to have a mentor like Gurpreet, because she's really like, she's in the business. So she knows how to help you. She's not coming from lack. She knows what to do for you guys. And I believe because of her really, really kind and genuine heart, she's not going to give up on you. Like she's going to stay with you and help you. But definitely you have to do the work. Like definitely you have the guidance and just like do it. This is all, it's you against you. She's gonna be your guide. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So if there's any question, thank you, Russia. I
Thank
saw
you.
you. I was like, hey, if you can help people with the mindset, because
Yeah,
it is mindset. That's why we were talking about yesterday. Then I
yeah.
said to everybody, when I'm going and I'm being transparent, I am going to pitch my program uh tomorrow and then today, like today and tomorrow. And this is where I want you to remember the mindset that, it's not about spending money. If you're just seeing money, you're spending money and you can't afford it, money's leaving you, you can never multiply that money. I don't want anybody to feel that you can't afford it. Trust me, I can tell you one thing, you can definitely afford it. Even with the payment plan, you can afford it. But the key starts with, I invested money in coaches even when I had zero money. I borrowed money. I put it on my credit card. And then when I was working with one coach and then I wanted to work with her privately. It was $40,000. I didn't have $40,000 lying around. And she did a payment plan and I put on my credit card. I put on my credit card. Another coach, she charged $30,000 just to work with her 3 months. I put on my credit card. Of course, I don't have 30,000 lying around. But she
But
did a
it
payment
changed
plan.
your life, right,
Yeah.
Gurpreet? The
Oh
investment in
yeah.
yourself
Like
is the only thing. Yeah.
who I am today is because of all the investment I've done, even in coaches. I've learned so much, I've grown so
Yep.
much. It's not about tangible money results. I have grown. Like if my coaches help me to their best ability in terms, but then there's internal blocks, right? My coaches have helped me see my value, see my worth, help me believe in me, help me with pricing, help me how to sell, help me how to package, all that. And everything I'm teaching is also stuff I've been doing for myself for years. It's why people get such fast results, is that I'm teaching you something no one's teaching. So everybody that's on this call, I'm teaching you something no one's teaching. No one. I don't know any career coaches out there that are teaching science, psychology. My methods are backed by science. A lot of people are just telling you to focus on your strengths, focus on your credentials and your skills, and then ask for informational interviews, ask for coffee chats, talk about yourself. I'm not teaching any of that. We live in 2024. These methods that everyone's talking about, informational and coffee chats, that was something that was told to me to do back in 2010. But not in 2010. Things have changed. I didn't even believe in coffee chats or informational interviews in 2010 when it was presented to me in a session. And I was like, why would someone want to give me their time just so I can interview them? But people did it. I didn't do it. I didn't believe in it. I didn't do it. I know people are doing it, but let's fast forward to the world we live in. We have podcasts. You don't need to do any informational interviews with anybody. You can just listen to podcasts. Now, if you want to do informational interviews, I tell people, hey, launch your own podcast. It's win-win. You'll get someone as a guest, you can interview them, and then everyone can get that information and they benefit, you benefit because they get the exposure and so on. So we live in a world that's changed. Even resume, the way a lot of people teach how to write resume is something I learned 1996 in co-op class in high school. I'm amazed at how there's no innovations around resume, how people are still teaching resume the same way, but we're not the same people. How we were in 1996 is not how we're operating in 2024. Ask yourself, who were you even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago? We are all growing and evolving, but we're also been thrown so much at us, technology, social media. This is the biggest distraction. Because of this, everybody is attention span is so short. So you have to start thinking better way of grabbing people's attention because of this, right? We got this, we got smartphones, we got YouTube. Everyone's distracted 24/7.
Mhm.
We live in a fast-paced world compared to 1996, compared to even 2000. We were just having this discussion even just in turn with my own family. Like we can't go without this now. But what about before this? We had a life before this. Now you look around yourself. Everybody's so glued to this. Every moment someone has a free moment, they're just on their phone. They're sitting, they're walking. I've seen people on their phone. Sitting in a coffee shop, people are on their phones. I've seen people go out for dinner and instead of talking to one another, they're just sitting there going like this. So this is something that's changed our life, but it's also changed attention, right? Like you can't grab someone's attention anymore if you're just going to talk about yourself. It worked. The elevator pitches did work 10 years ago, before all this came into the play, before we had smartphones. Now get in the elevator. Good luck if someone will even look up and greet you because everybody's so glued to this.
May I add one thing,
Yes,
please?
yes,
I
please.
in Goodreads, you are advertised as like helping people land jobs between 200 and 500,000 K. You can help, you have helped people do that, right?
Sorry, what?
You have helped, you are like known as the coach who can help them land a job between 200K and 500K.
Yeah, I've even helped people land their first 100K job.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, what's the percentage of the 5K compared to that? Nothing.
Oh,
And
yeah,
as I said,
exactly.
like,
So I
yeah,
always say
yeah,
that
I was
too.
just trying to, like, honestly, if you think, like, if you allow me to do like a quick visualization with you, with your clients here and with
Sure.
your audience, just like close your eyes, please, and take a deep breath. Inhale in through the nose when I say a deep breath, and exhale out through the mouth. Inhale one more time through the nose, hold, and then exhale out through the mouth. Okay. And right now, I want you to imagine that you are sitting in a theater, a movie theater, and there is a big screen in front of you. Okay. I want you to see on the screen a version of you which is more confident, more luxurious, more happy, more joyful, and empowered. Okay. And I want you to see how she or he acts, feel, what is he doing, okay? And what is he or she wearing and what kind of car they're driving. Just imagine that. Now I want you to float off your body from the seat you are sitting in and to land in the body of this version which is in the screen. So you start to see the world with the eyes of your elevated version, okay? And how exciting it is and how confident you are and how much more you're making, your income, whatever your X figure is. Now I want you, while you're in this screen, to look at a bigger screen, whereas even there's an elevated more version of you. He's richer, making more, multiplying her income or his income. And he's like more confident, more donating to charities, helping others, helping his loved ones. And he's like, his debts fell of his imagination even because he's doing far more than this. And step into this one, float and step to this one and see how it feels from this eye. And imagine that there is a gold light swimming between your arms, floating through your heart, your head, floating, circulating in your body, and it's glowing, glowing more and more and more, double it, multiply it, triple it, and feel how it feels like. And you're so empowered. You have all the money, you have all the connections, you have the job you want, you are making more than what you need, you're donating. And how is this impacting your life, family, career, and loved ones? And when you're ready, open your eyes and take a deep breath. Who feels better? Who really feels better? Who feels better? If you have done it, you must have felt inside better. Like it's, I mean, like it's the fear of even imagining the future, which is stopping you guys. I wish you all the best, honestly.
Thank you, Russia. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I'm also gonna wrap up. It's just all it's 12:26. Thank you so much for doing this little exercise. Appreciate you so much for this. Everybody give Russia a thank you for helping you through your blocks.
Okay, my pleasure.
Thank you. Last time, guys, does anybody has any questions before I wrap up this session today? Also, you will get the workbook for today. It will be emailed to you. I just have to add something that while I was on the call today, I realized I forgot something to add. So I want to add that and then I will send that out, and keep an eye on the email. If there's any emails that you're not getting, please email me, and then somebody on my team will get back to you on that. Is there any questions by Russia? Is there any questions? Last opportunity. Okay, so before we wrap up, if you're ready to enroll and if you want to speak with me, I did drop my Voxer link. You can ping me, you can email me, we can get on a call if you want to speak to me. Tomorrow is a bonus training. I'm going to talk about 5 types of hiring managers / recruiters and how to please all 5 so that you can speed up and landing those interviews. And then I'm going to do Q&A where I'll answer any questions you have about any job searching, resumes, LinkedIn, anything that you may have. If you're ready to enroll, here's the link. The first 10 people that do enroll today will also get a bonus session, one-on-one coaching with me. So for the next 24 hours is a bonus, and then the price is available $5,500, which you're saving $2,000 for the next 48 hours before there's a price increase. So after 48 hours, there will be a price increase, and you'll see the program at the original price. So I'm giving this for 48 hours. And I'm going to wrap up the session. If there's any questions, bring them tomorrow. Write all your questions down. So bonus training plus Q&A. I will answer every question about anything you have about landing your next role. Okay, so have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.